Alright, hello and welcome for another cozy game of Terraforming Mars. This time we're heading to Tharsis. Gonna get away with, ooh, I like a Tharsis, and I like, this keeps happening to me now. Tharsis Tharsis or Terractor, okay. Any Earth tags, any cities? We have an Earth tag, we have an city. Technically two with Stratopolis, and discounting Open City, but Stratopolis is not on Mars, right? So you wouldn't get the income bonus, but you would get the $3 placement. Starting with 3 energy is quite nice. Then you could go for heat, you could go for some Venus infrastructure, you go for some income, a city, a cheap ocean, and just call it a day, I guess, right? Like, what's not to love? We go down here, get some steel. I think we turn that steel into another city placement that's pretty cheap later on in the game. With some last greeneries, we can put it between the two. I think I have enough to do a lot of what I want here. So this is heat production, then some money production, and then a floater infrastructure that'll be income every other turn. And just like that, we're starting the game with 3 TR, 9 money income, which is better than my economy in most games, and then 4 heat and an energy income. I mean, what's not to love, right? I think we go ahead, let's get an ocean up here for the future, in case we do get an ocean early, like a flooding. Some microbe stuff is nice. Even rad suits, I mean, it's crazy to grab a ton of cards, but at the same time, like, we've got it. Next gen will have enough heat for the heat bump, so we just need to get that all settled. What's important right now, though? I think I still want to do the flooding. We get $2 back on the placement, we'll get a money income. Underground city is great to see, so geothermal into that works out, and then GHG factories is also very strong. In fact, I could sell a card to play it, but I'd rather not. So I think this is a pretty strong start, especially if you think about it in terms of we're getting lots of cities on the board that can get us a lot of points later on in the game. And getting a lot of points later on in the game from greeneries is going to really work out if we get the heat up early. And that's kind of what we're working on. I'm not sure if microbes are going to be it for us, but this would make 3 microbe tags. So I think I'm going to continue going heavy on the card drafting, buying lots of cards. I won't have enough to play Underground City this turn, but I think that's okay. I think I play Geothermal, and I can still get GHG factories and have enough power next turn for Underground City. So yeah, we'll just get up to 9 heat income quite early in the game, quite frankly. It's crazy how easy Terraforming Mars is if you just get card draw that works. We still need Venus infrastructure, so I don't want to count all the chickens before they hatch, but between dirigibles, Stratopolis, and a few other things, we should be okay. Another little touch of power. I don't hate snow algae. It is playable. I'm going to grab all of it, honestly. Like, it's fine. Let's just keep grabbing all of the things. And then Underground City, I think, is the play. It's like the go-to here. We get money back on the placement. The steel's going to help us play things like Olympus Conference moving forward. We have quite a few playable cards. I mean, the only thing that's tricky is I have so many things I need to play in a particular order. That is to say, oh, sorry, I forgot to do my Gen 4 audit. But what I was saying is, like, I need to get Olympus Conference so I can get viral enhancers and get the science, like, synergy. And then I have the microbe synergy, or rather the enhancement synergy to go with the snow algae, right? And, like, it's hard when I want to play snow algae for $12 that I need to spend $20 on these other things first. But before I look at my cards and stuff, how are we feeling? We have 20 TR and 13 income. That's 6 TR over the baseline plus 13. Alone, that's $19 worth of income. Throw on another cute $4 worth of steel, that's $23. And then we still have the Tharsis city placement rebates and stuff. Not that we want to lean on these. Really, cities are quite expensive. So other than going after them for vanity and points, it's not a great investment. But all that to say that economically we're quite strong. In terms of terraforming, not only have we already done a lot of heat work, but we have 9 heat income already, plus a bonus kicker energy, which is kind of trickling over. So this gen I'm getting 1 heat bump, but next gen I'm getting 2, right? Like that's going up pretty quickly for Gen 5, right? Gen 5, this is the end of Gen 4, start of Gen 5. So that's pretty good. -2 VPs is kind of lame with the flood and stuff, but like we should be able to make that back with green replacements. Our infrastructure built so far isn't so good, but with Dirigibles and Stratopolis, if I can just get a card that works with floaters to terraform Venus, like we can proc it every round. We have so much floater ready to go. So all that to say is I'd love for that to work out. We also have GHG producing bacteria. I don't know that we're going to need a microbe kicker to get us the heat bumps, but again, it can enhance, it can work with worms, so I think that we're in a pretty strong spot overall, minus abilities to go after 63 TR, minus abilities to go after big points, and missing out on a Venus mechanism. So with that in mind, Asteroid, Magnetic Field Dome, and Lunar Beam to get the energy makes sense, because I want this bonus TR, and I need more oceans. Not saying that we're going to build them right in that order, but there you go. Now, I don't actually, with the steel I have in hand, I do have enough money to buy these 3 cards. I'm not sure that that's the best investment. I could also go for Lunar Beam. That seems pretty high up there, and Dirigibles as well, right? Get money coming in per turn. Because going Olympus Conference Viral Enhancers, Snow Algae gets me Viral Enhancers built, but I don't need it really this early, and 1 heat and plant income is not that high. I'm at a pretty strong spot, so I'd rather get 2 and 2 and lose a little bit of money income, but then gain Dirigibles and start making some... Here's the thing. Do I want $1 of income, like, sooner in Gen 5, or do I just want $3? And I actually think getting the income is going to work out quite well for us for a little bit here. Do I want Magnetic Shield Dome? I guess I can still get it. It's going to get us a $1 income back with that TR, and it's going to get us the plant. So I think that was a meaningful trade. We lost -2 over here to get 2 and 2, but then we traded these 2 of energy into a plant. So really, it's like we lost a single money income to get a plant income and 2 heat income. I think that's a very fair trade, without even considering that we got TR and points and stuff over top. Again, with income this high, it doesn't feel like Gen 5. Let's keep pushing oxygen, because there's a chance we can get to that 4% pretty quickly. Earth Catapult really, really helps us. I don't have any Venusian birds or animals or microbes, so this Freya Biodomes is great for endgame, but not great right now. Card draw is incredible with discounts. Livestock, I would also love to have. I have viral enhancers that makes it really strong. I think that it's a mistake to be drafting so many cards all the time. All gas, no brakes. But I'm doing it because drafting this many cards and then getting the discounts and the rebates and everything enables you to have a very high scoring game, right? And look at that. We just got Moss, so another ocean opens up quite a few things for us. The heat is already cooking, man. It's cooking. So really it's going to come down to Venus. Man, have we ever terraformed this game. This is crazy. This is downright crazy. One more oxygen bump. Thermophiles, that's a Venus synergy. Love that. Omnicourt, I don't have any Jovians. I was offered one in the draft, but I'm not that interested in them, so I'm just going to take Thermophiles. And likely we're going to look to play it, but we have to get to -6 before we can. Let's keep pushing local shading and heat. And then it's time to go for our science tag run. So viral enhancers and stuff gets us a card. We can go for energy. Snow, algae. Worms isn't that great until I get thermophiles. So snow algae's been high on my list. I mean, I get a single like plant income from worms. I don't actually I don't have to play GHG producing bacteria because of my heat income. So if I'm not gonna play it, I could just play this. I think that's fine, honestly. Plus it enhances. And then I could get a greenery this gen if I play this now. That doesn't seem that meaningful to me. Because I don't know that I need one more heat bump from this, right? Like, how many productions do I have? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5. And we're getting 1.5 heat bumps right now from 12 heat, right? Plus 1 here. Come on, right? That's crazy. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half and a half, and then plus 1. Like, we don't need this. The only thing that makes it worth considering is the fact that we would get a science resource. But let's just save our cash. We're going to need to get a lot of Venus bumps. And we still need quite a bit of oxygen. And oceans, for that matter. But at least we have the oceans in hand, you know? Electro Catapult, I think that there's still time to play this. Protected Valley could be okay, depending on if we get a city like Noctis City. Let's not think too hard about it. We don't need to be getting this income anymore. I probably should have stopped already, but just feels okay. Let's sell that steel for lots of money. And we're finally into some of these oceans. We do have moss available, so I'd like to play moss. Let's just go Ice Asteroid and just go for the plants, you know? Greenery down here, get the plants, come down here. The question is it better to get the energy or the ocean? I think I'd rather get the energy. It's quite expensive, but it does keep a lot of options open to us. We basically played all our cards at this point. And I'm holding out hope for something like Standard Project or Standard Technology to help me buy out this Venus track. Ooh, Venus Magnetizer. There we go. Minus 18 is not playable. Minus 6 is playable, but honestly, this is a vanity card, so we're not going to do a heavy draft. What do you know? I only buy a ton of cards every gen when I don't need to. Let's go ahead and get dirigibles onto itself. And yeah, I mean, 2 oxygen bumps would be quite nice, but I need to buy up Venus, like, and get thermophiles played. So Venus, that gets us a card draw. Domed Crater is playable. It is a city. I don't have a great place to put it, like, other than just leeching off these plants. I'm not sold. I wanted to play thermophiles, and now I'm questioning whether I can play Domed Crater into a greenery, into an ocean. That'd be 4 plants. I don't think I would have enough plants for 2 greeneries, even though I could afford all of it. But my god, would it feel good. But no, let's not get too distracted. I can play the ocean. That's fine. The ocean can lead to a greenery. That's fine. And then thermophiles. Ooh, I should have and could have discounted it because of Venus tags. Ah, that's fine because I have the other Venus stuff I'd like to play anyway, but I miscalculated. So we need Venus bumps. We need so many Venus bumps. Next gen is going to be sick, though, because we're going to get the oxygen bump, the heat bump, all that stuff. Venus discounts optimal arrow breaking. I don't even think I need optimal, but I definitely want nitrogen. I just need that plant tag. So there's this bump. Give me that titanium, perhaps. Let's sell a steel. Get this first Venus bump. Let this get even more discounts stacked. I mean, it's gonna happen. So Venus way station, we can discount using our floaters. Then this is $3. Boom. The thing is, I wanted to play Dome Crater very badly, and now I'm in a situation where playing it, I don't think leaves me with enough money to do all this crap. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I grab this titanium. Ooh, ice cap. I guess I can't get enough money back on the ice cap, though, to make that matter. Because I need a third plant tag. I guess I could $3 into some $4 worth of steel. And then put this up here. That gives me $2 back. And then I have the titanium. I'm good. And that's actually going to get me another heat bump worth of heat. So we're going to finish the heat way early. But what's important is we got the plant income, right? And a bonus TR at that. Right? 2 bonus TR plus 4 plant income. Like, insane. Insane. We need a lot of Venus help, but I can't ask Venus or the government to help or they'll take the bonus TR. So let's take one more oxygen help. Extreme Cold Fungus is super unplayable, so we can't play any of these cards. We also don't, as far as I know, have card draw, which is pretty lame. You can do all these taps, though. Whatever. There's the last heat bump. Go for a card draw down here. Ooh, imported hydrogen works well with livestock. So let's do that. Livestock enhances for an animal. We can trash an energy production to get that bonus. And then, yeah. Down here, 2 animals. That's 2 more 1-pointers. Looking good. The only thing left to do is hope that we get another microbe. Which I guess I could have picked up 3 microbes instead of 2 animals there. But I would have only still gotten 1 tap out of the card. Because I wouldn't have been able to put on a microbe this gen. So no, I think that's... I stand by my animal play. And here we go. A bunch of Venus bumps. If we can get an energy, we have a cheap Venus bump. I mean, there's basically a lot of things that can happen. But the terraform looks like it's going to be successful. I don't have any build. I want to use Meltworks. 5 heat into 3 steel is great when you have 25 heat that you're not using. But I just can't, like... I have nothing to go with it. This is the last gen, right? So that sucks. I also didn't get a... Well, I didn't get quite a few things here, unfortunately. Greenery. I need an ocean, which I can do here. 1 plant means I get another. It's worth thinking about. Just because I'm at 7. It's a weird break point, but 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's not much to be done here. In a world, you could play Stratopolis, right? Using some dirigibles to make it cheaper, and then you could use Stratopolis to put 2 floaters on itself, and then 1 from dirigibles, and that would get you to 1 whole point for $18. It hardly seems worthwhile. I still have Venus Magnetizer, so I can save $1 by buying an energy production for 11 instead of 15. But yeah, I don't have enough in me to get a bonus city. Well, that's what I was really hoping to do, is buy a city here, get money back and all that stuff. But that's not how it went down. So we put a greenery here, and then in the bonus phase, we'll put 1 down for a double adjacency. And you see it, I see it. This is a full terraform with 63 or more TR. And, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. No! And not 100 points. Not the trifecta, but just... and that just comes down to not having enough, like, point synergy. Like, we ended up getting some pretty good stuff with, like, you know, Earth Catapult and stuff. But, like, had we gotten some microbe synergy, had we gotten nitrogen shipment, you know, brings in 2 animals, 3 microbes, and 4 plants on top of giving you a TR, you know, or a big shipment with 4 animals, an ocean, and, you know, all that stuff we just didn't quite get. Or some of the synergies we got, like optimal arrow braking, which is money back on space events, we got very late. A lot of things could have gone differently there, but hey, it was a fun game. It was fun to have money and feel like we were in the driver's seat. We played out all the cards, despite the fact that gen after gen after gen, I was buying a ton of cards when we didn't have that much money, but our income was high enough that I could actually do that without getting punished. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time, and ciao for now.